Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube and welcome back to another Loud House Theory video. Now, in honor of Mother's Day, and since today is Mother's Day, I decided to give you guys a special Loud House Theory. And that theory is, what if Rita Loud and Maria Santiago swapped families? Now, for context, what would Rita's life be if she was Bobby and Ronnie Ann's mother, and vice versa? What if Maria was the mother of 11 kids? Yeah. And vice versa, what if their husbands were swapped? Now, yeah, this is going to be interesting because, yeah, Rita and Maria's parenting styles are vastly different. Where Rita is more like, excuse me, laid back, but is willing to punish her children should they go too far. Whereas Maria is more responsible and like more willing to like understand her children, if that makes any sense. Now, let's take everything about Rita and Maria and have them switched. Like, still have their personalities and their hobbies and what have you, and jobs, but have them like apply that to their reverse families. Now, what would that be like? Now, for example, how would Rita react to Arthur divorcing her? I believe she would be sad about it, but I do think she would come to accept it. And if Rita was Bobby and Ronnie Ann's mother, I don't think she would tolerate Ronnie Ann bullying Lincoln, even with her crush on him being established. I think she would tell Ronnie Ann to apologize to Lincoln and explain her feelings. That's how I see it anyway. Now, I do see the Santiago's still moving to Great Lake City because it's, well, it's basically their canon event. And I do see Lori and Bobby retaining their long distance relationship, and I do see Ronnie Ann and Lincoln becoming friends. Um, hmm. Now on to Maria. Um, Actually, hold on a sec. Um, Given the big families they live in, Rita would have to adjust to living with the Casa Grandes in this universe. And likewise with Maria, she's going to have to be dealing with taking care of 11 kids her whole life, since she's given birth to all of them and has lived with them for so long. Now, since Maria is probably more responsible than Rita, um, I do see some events and certain episodes not happening. For example, the no such luck incident. I do believe that Maria would probably like sit Lynn, Lynn Jr. and Lincoln down and explain to them why their behavior is not acceptable. Like, I do see her scolding Lynn for blaming Lincoln for and framing him for being quote unquote bad luck, and likewise with Lincoln, I see Maria telling Lincoln that he shouldn't lie to get out of not wanting to spend time with his family and wanting a break. Because, yeah. And another episode that probably won't happen is Rita her rights, or rather, Maria her rights. Because, yeah, I do see Maria just telling her kids straight up that she needs a break. And, yeah, I don't think Maria would break the law to do that. That's my opinion. Now, I do see Maria taking care of 11 kids being too much for her. Same with one of the episodes in the Casa Grandes where Ronnie Ann wanted to spend time with Maria and her family kept getting in the way. Yeah. Now, how would the events of the movies play out? Now, if the Louds do still decide to go to Scotland because of Lincoln wanting to feel more special, um, and likewise, I do see the events of No Time to Spy still playing out. Um, I can kind of see the Louds having both an easy time stopping Morag and Phoebe, but at the same time, it would be kind of harder because of Maria's medical knowledge. It would be easier because Maria could patch up her kids should they get injured fighting Morag and Fifi's goons. And again, worse because Maria, at least in my opinion, hasn't been shown to be that much of a fighter. At least in my opinion, anyway. Whereas Rita, um, should the events of the Casagrandes movies still play out the same, I do see uh, Rita and her large family having a bit of an easier time redeeming Pungwadi and stopping Okumo because Rita has been shown to be a fighter. After all, this is still the same woman who was willing to fight a Wolverine to protect her family in the camp episode in the main series. Yeah, overall, Rita being a member of the Casa Grandes slash Santiago family, and Maria being a member of the Loud family, um, I do see some things changing and some events and episodes possibly being non existent, but um, overall, I do see um, this scenario playing out rather well. Um, since with Rita, it would give her a major break from taking care of 11 kids. And for Maria, while it would be hard for her, I do see her like coming to terms with adjusting to a large family from the beginning. Yeah, that's just my opinion. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think would happen if Rita Loud and Maria Santiago became um, the mothers to Bobby and Ronnie Ann and the Louds, respectively, in this alternate scenario? Just comment below, let me know. I'm Wisdom Cube. I wish you all a happy Mother's Day, and as always, I wish the Loud House a happy 10th anniversary. Bye.